Welcome on board the world's most luxurious flight. With 3 private rooms, a living room, a shower, and a bedroom all to ourselves, it's even better than first class. But the best part is, we're taking you inside.
Hello, Jet Setters. I'm Jeb Brooks from greenergrass.com. This is the Residence, and you're coming along.
Here's the plan. We'll leave Abu Dhabi around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, fly 3,432 miles, which will take around 7.5 hours, before touching down in London just before 6 o'clock in the evening. But our experience began at 10 in the morning when a complimentary chauffeured car arrived at our hotel. We were whisked through Abu Dhabi and over to the airport.
We're pulling into the airport now. Etihad launched the Residence in 2014. I've waited nearly a decade for this experience, and I'm so excited it's happening now, but even better, you're coming along for this epic journey over to London.
The car dropped us off at a super exclusive entrance to the airport, reserved only for passengers booked into business class, first class, and the Residence.
And we're bypassing all the business class check-in right in through to this first Residence section. So here we are in this private check-in space for first class and Residence guests. This is a brand new airport and is truly world-class. It's meant to look like sand dunes on the outside, and it really does. It's beautiful, but how luxurious is this incredible space?
All we had to do was sit back, relax, and wait while the team checked our bags and printed our boarding passes. And quite a place it was to sit.
Look at the size of this chair. It's huge.
Before we knew it, check-in was complete and we were on our way to the lounge.
Got escorts taking us to the lounge, and then another escort to take us to the aircraft when that time comes. This is next level.
The Etihad First Class Lounge is spectacular. There's a la carte dining and plenty of seating in a beautiful setting. It's easy to relax here. Now, it was completely empty when we visited because most of the airline's flights are in the middle of the night, and ours was in the middle of the day. As Residence passengers, not only did we have access to this incredible space, but we also had our own lounge within a lounge.
Here we are at the lounge. Well, it's not even a lounge. Look at this. We have this whole private room to ourselves. And even better, this whole plate of baklava.
Technically, that's 2 plates of baklava.
It's plenty of baklava.
What is the Residence? Well, it's a 3-room suite, unlike anything else in the sky. We're gonna have our own living room, bathroom, and bedroom, 125 square feet of pure luxury in the sky.
It's only available on Etihad's A380s, and as of right now, they're only operating it between Abu Dhabi and London. But soon they're adding New York, and there are rumors of even more cities coming soon, so keep an eye on the airline's website.
Wonder what's in here. Whoa, it doesn't end. Date stuff with walnuts and date stuff with apricots.
I've always said that having a lounge is an important part of a business class or first class flight. We have something even better, our own private lounge within a lounge. I mean, this thing has it all. From a dining table, we can order anything off the a la carte menu that we want. There's also this massive sofa to keep an eye on the massive television. But that's not all. Why have to go outside when you got your own bathroom in here? And not only is there a bathroom, there's also a shower. I'm probably not going to use it though, because we have one on the plane too.
The key to this experience is pacing oneself. Do I want the Australian beef tenderloin? Yeah, I do, but I think it's probably too much. Even the water's classy. Voss? Since we had some time before boarding, we decided to have a drink and a light lunch.
Data collection. Oh, that's quite nice. Challenge of the day. Don't fill up on meze. We have a lot more eating to do.
We kept things fairly light, adding harira soup and maple-seared scallops to that meze.
So I gotta tell you guys, ever since I met Jeb about 7 years ago, this has been his dream flight. So how does it feel to be here doing it?
It's incredible. I'm literally like feeling a buzz. Back in 2014, when Etihad launched the Residence, it was completely outside of my realm of the possible. There was no way I could ever do it. And then along came this YouTube channel. I think it started like in 2017. And I took all of those dollars and put them into a special bank account. And the whole reason for that bank account was to book this experience. Well, along comes COVID, and Etihad parked their A380s. I thought there was no way we'd ever get to do it. But it's back. Well, as wonderful as the lounge is, and it really is spectacular, we've decided to come out and explore the airport a little bit, see if we can find our Airbus A380. Here it is, the 8-year-old A380 that'll take us all the way to London today. Now, a lot of you ask how I know how old the airplanes are. Well, the answer is Flight Radar 24. Check it out.
It is so crazy that they're talking about retiring planes that are only 8 years old. It's really too bad because the A380 is an amazing passenger experience.
I can't help but wonder what airlines should have added the A380 to their fleet. Now, sadly, it's going away. There's no question about that. But I wonder who could have really benefited from it if they'd had a little vision.
Look, the price for this flight is pretty outrageous. However,
thanks to our good friend and fellow YouTuber Sam Chui, over on his blog he shared that it was cheaper to book out of Bangkok. Now, if you keep watching, we'll let you know exactly what we paid and how we booked this experience at the end of the video.
thanks, Sam.
That's right, we actually saved money on this ticket by starting our Etihad trip back in Bangkok yesterday. But more about that later. For now, it's nearly time to board. That means we need to get back to the lounge.
We have been so lucky to try out a couple first-class products like La Premiere,
Or Lufthansa first class,
Singapore Suites.
Emirates first class, but this just might be the most exclusive first class there is, but we're about to find out. Let's board this bird straight from the lounge.
When we first arrived at the lounge this morning, we were given a choice. Did we want to board the plane first or last? Naturally, we asked to be first. Even just rewatching this footage as I'm editing it, I can't tell you how excited I am about this. This is such a magic moment. Located at the very front of the top level of this A380, it's hard to believe just how big this whole space is. It's 125 square feet just for us. Our dedicated flight attendant gave us a tour of the rooms. There are 3 of them after all, and we'll show you around soon.
Welcome on board. This space is incredible and massive. With the flight time of 7 or 8 hours, we're gonna have plenty of time to explore it all, and we're gonna check out every square inch. I can assure you of that.
But for now, champagne. The jet bridge pulls away, and we're headed to the runway. There's something truly special about an A380 departure. The plane seems to somehow just float off the runway. Etihad's e-box in-flight entertainment is robust, works well, and looks great on this massive screen. There's even live television, a solid flight tracker, and as you saw on takeoff, external cameras. Also, we both received vouchers for access to the internet, which saved us $10 each. About 45 minutes after takeoff, service began. It was fairly turbulent leaving Abu Dhabi. Suzanne started off with a glass of Austrian wine, and there was no way I'd pass up a gin martini on a plane. As you might expect, the menus are extensive, and naturally, we're free to eat whatever we want, whenever we want it. But let's eat right now. Now, if you'd like to spend more time reviewing these multi-page menus and the drinks list, head over to greenergrass.com/menus. Starting off with caviar seemed like a great idea for me, and the lentil soup was the right choice for Suzanne. Some sorbet as a palate cleanser preceded our next course.
This is an amazing seat/suite, but the one shortcoming is one TV for 2 people.
Yeah, we're compromising, and by compromise I mean Suzanne picked, and I'm happy with your choice. The Gilded Age.
But fear not, there's another television in the bedroom, and we eventually discovered you could do split screen on the main TV. For my main course, I went with the lamb bukhari. It was extremely good, so flavorful and spiced very nicely. Suzanne chose the beef tenderloin, and it was also equally delicious. For dessert, we shared the warm chocolate and Vimto fondant. Suzanne had a cappuccino and a double espresso for me. And with lunch behind us, let's explore this remarkable space.
Welcome to the residence. This place is incredible, and I want to show you around.
Let's start in the living room.
There's a sofa here, which has plenty of room for Suzanne and me. Two people are extremely comfortable here on this sofa. The seat is fairly adjustable. Now, it does not turn into a bed for a very good reason, which I'm about to show you. Under the ottoman, you'll find storage and a mini bar. And if we run out of anything in here, well, we just ring the call button and they'll bring it right over. There's also a massive television. One important note about this space is that it's not completely covered. You see, you can see over this wall here. Not a criticism by any stretch, but you're not completely private. But if you do want some privacy, let's step in here.
The bedroom and shower are just past a door and down our own private hallway.
Now, the reason the sofa does not fold down to a completely lie-flat bed is because of this in here. It's a completely private bedroom. But there's more. Let me show you what's in here. This might be maybe the greatest amenity on any flight anywhere, and that is your own private bathroom. This thing is luxurious for sure. There's even a shower.
As we continued our journey over Europe, I decided to slip on the pajamas and try out the bed.
This is so comfortable. I almost wish this were an overnight flight, but I'm not going to sleep. This is too exciting.
But I wasn't alone for long.
How are we on a plane right now? So we're not going to bother measuring, but this is probably equivalent to a double or full-size bed. Jeb, do you think it's too tight for two?
No, I think this is perfect because it's on a plane. The only reason we're here is because of you. Thank you so much for watching the videos and making it possible for us to have this experience and share it with you. I really don't need a shower, but we've reached a point in the flight where it just seems right to do it. So let's check out the shower on board, our private shower. See what that's like.
There's another shower for first-class passengers across the hall, and passengers get up to 5 minutes of hot water. Now, our flight was pretty empty, so the flight attendant offered more if we needed it.
Talking about a comfortable shower. Now, this is a first world problem I never knew I'd come across. What do you do when the seatbelt sign comes on when you're in the shower? And the answer is, no, you just wrap up as quickly as you can. All of the amenities on board are Acqua di Parma. And speaking of, let's take a look at that amenity kit, see what's in there.
And it contains the basics you'd expect for a 7-hour flight. Suzanne decided to take a little nap, so I decided to explore a bit. The first-class apartments on board are tremendous. There's no doubt in my mind this would be a spectacular way to travel. And behind the first-class cabin, you'll find this lounge, which is available for passengers booked in business or first class. You can have a drink here and even watch TV.
Now, I said I wasn't going to sleep on this flight, but I did take a little snooze. I couldn't help myself. This bed is so comfortable. This whole experience is just so unnecessary and over the top, but are we having a blast? You bet.
About an hour and a half before landing, we decided to have a second meal. Suzanne chose the pulled chicken mahbous flatbread, and I went for Etihad's world-famous steak sandwich.
So of our 3 rooms, which was your favorite, Jeb?
Well, mine was this room. This living room area just was so comfortable, such a nice place to hang out. What about you?
I think mine was the bathroom. I usually spend a lot of mental energy trying to figure out the optimal time that there won't be a line and stuff. It's been such a treat to just have our own.
I hear you. I would have thought you would have said the bedroom because that bed was super comfortable, but
Okay, maybe that's it actually.
let's face it, they're all great. What a special, special flight. We're getting close to London. Now, this has to be one of the most over-the-top experiences you could have in the sky, and I have loved every second of it. But it's time to put it to the test, so let's look at the JebScore.
We'll rate the lounge, the seat, the food, the in-flight entertainment, and the service. Why don't you pause the video and go ahead and guess the score in the comments below. Here goes. First, the lounge was spectacular. We loved the first-class lounge, but the private room for residence passengers was over the top. Our dedicated attendant in there was great, and the food was so good. 5 stars here. The seat isn't so much a seat, but a living room. It's just over the top incredible. That's certainly worth 5 stars. But the shower, well, that's worth another star, and since there's also a bedroom, that's still 1 more star. So the residence earns 7 stars in the unscientific seat category. The food was also very good. I guess if I were to get really nitpicky, I'd say Suzanne's steak was a little overdone, but come on, who cares about that? The food is worth 5 stars all day long. The in-flight entertainment was robust and filled the time with ease. I love those external cameras. 5 stars here. Finally, our dedicated flight attendant was great. We never waited more than 15 seconds after ringing the call bell, and she was always cheery, friendly, professional. 5 stars for her.
Before we total that all up, what did we pay for this experience?
Although we paid in Thai currency, our 2 tickets from Bangkok to London cost the equivalent of $5,000 US. Our first leg booked into business class, and then we were able to upgrade the second leg from first class into the residence for an additional $2,500 for a total cost of $7,500 US for the 2 of us. Expensive, of course, but it's a better deal than booking straight from Abu Dhabi. That would have cost $14,000 US, almost double what we paid by starting in Bangkok. There's a link in the description below to Sam's article about this booking. Plus, this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity was just so special, especially considering that Etihad's Residence broke the JebScore. It earned 27 out of a possible 25 stars.
Between now and the next time.
See you in the sky.
Hello, jet setters. This is the Residence, and you're coming along.
Hair and makeup.
You're a little bit shiny.
How do you like my haircut? If you want a really good haircut, come to the Middle East.
It's time. Okay. You pull the door.
Hello. Empty. See you later.